You holding a headset doesn't look right, Beep. It looks like you've killed one of your friends. Fine, give it here. Infinite Minigolf review for the PlayStation VR. Let's begin! First, let's take a look at the gameplay. This is a mini-golf game. You begin each hole by viewing it from up high. There is one problem with this though, you cannot circle around the hole, you can only view it from one position. On some levels you can't really see if there is obstacles behind one another. It's not game breaking, but it's very odd considering this is a game where you have to be very precise with your aiming. Once you have a good idea of how the hole is laid out, you can place your ball anywhere in the starting rectangle. Your view then moves behind your golfer. When lining up your shot you can reposition the camera using the triangle button. It's effective, but being able to have full control of the camera would have been much better. To adjust the power of your swing, you pull back on the right analog stick and then push it upwards to hit the ball. It does take a little bit of time getting used to being able to put the power bar to exactly where you want it to be, as it can be a little fiddly. When the ball travels and hits into obstacles, the physics are great, so if one of your intended trick shots don't go as planned, you only have yourself to blame. The obstacles in your way vary a lot, and also include my personal favourite, spiders. There are many different power-ups that can affect your ball, such as a magnet that attracts your ball to the hole, a rocket that gives your ball a speed boost, a joystick that allows you to take control of the ball, and a spring that launches your ball upwards. There are more in the game, but it's quite fun learning what they do for yourself. All of the power-ups have to be activated by pressing the X button. This allows you freedom on when you want to use them and spices up the gameplay. There are 3 different hole themes. The first one is called Giant Home. In these levels you are very tiny in a bedroom. Second is Nightmare Mansion, which is a spooky theme. And finally you have Santa's Factory, which is obviously quite festive. Each of these themes have 4 golf courses, containing 9 holes each. They all include 3 difficulty settings that unlock after winning courses. Changing the difficulty adds more obstacles on each course and makes the other players you play against get better scores. If you are a creative person, you'll be happy to know that the game comes with a hole editor, and it is quite flexible. You have many different pieces that you can use to create your masterpiece, and many different obstacles you can put in the player's way. You can also add power-ups to really change up your hole's gameplay. The bad part of course creator is that you have to build your creation on a 2D screen that you're virtually sitting in front of. I find it easier to make them whilst in non-VR mode, and then play them in VR when complete. Unfortunately there isn't a tutorial on how to use it. It's not too difficult to get the hang of, but may put some people off. Once you have completed a hole, you can upload it online for people to play. There is quite a few modes that you can play online. You can either play for fun or competitively to improve your rank. A great part of the online mode is that you all play each hole at the same time, so you don't have to wait around for someone to take their shot. There is also a timer for taking each go, so you won't be waiting around spectating for long if you putt your ball first. The holes you play online are randomly selected from user created holes. As you don't know what obstacles you'll be facing next, it really decides who is the best putter. You get coins in this game by completing missions. You will mainly be playing for quick play mode to complete your missions. The holes found here are also randomly selected from user created content. When you have enough coins you can buy a pack of cards. Cards are the currency that are used to buy clothing items from the store. There is so many different items you can get to make your character unique. Now let's take a look at how immersed you are in this world. The visuals are very well presented and the backgrounds around the holes are very detailed. Everything you look at is very sharp, which is something that is not often seen in other PSVR games. The 3 themes are very distinct from one another and really give off a different vibe. You do feel incredibly tiny when playing in the bedroom setting, and I can't wait to play a few holes in Santa's Factory at Christmas time. It really does get you in the Christmas spirit. Sometimes the ball will land in a certain place and you'll have to take a shot viewing from behind an obstacle. It is very strange that you are not allowed complete free control of the camera when this happens. It also broke the immersion for me, and was quite frustrating having to hit the ball blind. The added depth does give you a slight advantage when determining how far away the hole is and how much power you should apply to each shot. The depth also looks great when you see your ball get picked up and flown into the distance to land on the next part of the hole, and your golfer really stands out when you take each shot. I couldn't help but think I was playing a golf game with people from The Sims. They do look very alike. Even the music gave me a Sims vibe. Now we take a look at the setup and what controllers the game supports. This game is best played sitting down. I sat just under 2 meters away from the camera. The motion can be quite jarring when you turn on the remote control ability, as the place you are viewing from suddenly changes and follows the ball. But overall, the game did not give me motion sickness. This game is played with a DualShock controller. The Move controllers are not supported. Now let's take a look at the length of the game and what trophies come with it. The tournaments will keep you busy for a long time, if you are trying to complete all the difficulty levels. There is already over 1,000 holes uploaded online, and as people can upload new ones, you could potentially spend endless hours in this game, without playing the same hole twice. Collecting all the items in the store will take you a very long time too. It's certainly something I don't think I'll ever achieve. Unfortunately, if you are a trophy hunter, there isn't much to get excited about. In total, there is 15 trophies to achieve. There is 13 bronze, 1 silver, and 1 gold. The most time-consuming ones are for reaching level 50 and unlocking 50 avatar items. The hardest one is completing all the tournaments on all the difficulty settings. The remaining trophies are quite easy to obtain. That just about covers everything. Now it's time for the verdict. A lot of people would have liked this game to have been in first person view, whilst using the Move controllers as a putter, and it would have been amazing. Even though we don't have that here, I have been wanting developers to add an option for VR players, even if they haven't built the game especially for VR, and that's exactly what we get here. There is a couple of issues with the camera, and the ball can get stuck. It doesn't happen that much at all though, and could easily be fixed in a future patch. The game is really good overall, and has an incredible amount of content for the price. It is a lot of fun, allows people to be creative, has an endless amount of replay value, and has online multiplayer that includes more modes than I ever expected it to have. If you like mini-golf games, then this game could most certainly be the only one you ever need. Beep, what do you think? Where are you? Oof! I give Infinite Minigolf a score of 8 out of 10. Beep, the hole you created is impossible to do. If this review helped you in any way, please hit that like button, and also subscribe for more in-depth PlayStation VR game reviews.